Level 1. Becoming the pilot. You're 17 years old standing in your backyard in Ohio watching contrails cut across the sky. Jets from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base passing overhead. You don't know it yet, but one of those pilots will be you. You weren't special. Decent grades, played varsity soccer, worked weekends at your dad's auto shop. College was the plan. Business degree, maybe marketing, safe, predictable, boring. Then a recruiter came to your high school career day. Air Force officer, dress blues, talked about flying, about serving, about doing something that mattered. You signed up for the Air Force Academy 2 months later. Your mom cried. Your dad shook your hand and didn't say much. You left for Colorado Springs the summer after graduation. The academy broke you down in ways you didn't expect. Not just physically, mentally. 4 years of academics, military training, survival courses, leadership drills. You watched classmates quit. Good people who just couldn't take it anymore. You didn't quit. Flight school came next. Pensacola, then specialized training. Jet qualification. You wanted fighters. Everyone wanted fighters. You scored high enough to get a choice. F-15E Strike Eagle. Twin-seat, dual-role fighter. Air-to-air combat and precision ground strikes. The Air Force calls it the most versatile aircraft in the inventory. You call it the reason you joined. 2 years of training on the airframe. Systems, weapons, tactics, emergency procedures. You practiced ejection drills until your body knew the sequence without thinking. Pull the handle. Canopy blasts away. Rocket seat fires. You're out. You never thought you'd actually do it. You got your assignment. Middle East deployment. Combat air patrols over hostile airspace. Routine missions, they said. Show of force. Deter aggression. Standard stuff. You've flown 63 missions in 8 months. Every one of them routine. April 3rd is supposed to be number 64. You wake up at 0500 hours, same as always. Breakfast in the chow hall, briefing at 0600. Your weapons systems officer, callsign Hawk, sits in the back seat. You've flown together for 2 years. You trust him more than most people you've known your whole life. The mission is simple. Combat air patrol over southwestern Iran. Show presence, monitor activity, return to base. You've done this 63 times. At 6:45, you walk across the tarmac. The F-15E sits waiting. Crew chief gives you the thumbs up. Pre-flight check complete. You climb the ladder, settle into the seat, strap in. Engines spool up. Tower clears you for takeoff. 30 seconds later, you're airborne. The sky is clear. Visibility unlimited. It's a beautiful morning. At 7 out local time, everything changes. Level 2. The shoot down. You're at 15,000 feet over southwestern Iran. Routine patrol. The cockpit is quiet except for the hum of the engines and the occasional radio check. Then you hear it. A tone. Sharp, insistent, electronic. Missile warning. Your eyes snap to the radar. There's a spike. Heat signature. Rising fast. Surface-to-air missile. Iranian launch site. Already in the air. Already tracking. You have seconds. Deploying countermeasures, you say into the radio. Your hand moves automatically. Flares, chaff, evasive maneuvers. The jet banks hard. G-force slams you into the seat. The horizon tilts. It doesn't matter. The missile doesn't chase the flares. It stays locked. Climbing, closing. You see the flash before you feel it. The impact is violent, not loud. Violent. The entire aircraft shudders like it's been hit with a sledgehammer. Alarms scream. Red lights flood the cockpit. Hydraulics fail. Flight controls stop responding. The stick goes limp in your hand. Smoke pours in from somewhere behind you. Thick, acrid. You can taste it. We're hit, Hawk says from the back seat. His voice is calm. Too calm. Training kicking in? You try to regain control. Nothing responds. The jet is dying. You can feel it. 30 tons of metal and fire spiraling toward the ground. We have to punch out, Hawk says. You know he's right. You've known for 5 seconds, but saying it out loud makes it real. Eject, 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 you say. You reach down, yellow and black handle between your legs. You've grabbed this handle 100 times in simulators. Never for real. You pull, the canopy explodes away. Blinding light, wind, noise, then the seat fires. The rocket motor ignites beneath you with a force you're not ready for. It feels like your spine is being crushed. Every joint in your body compresses. Your vision tunnels. You can't breathe. You're airborne. Separated from the aircraft. Falling. The parachute deploys. The jerk is brutal. Straps bite into your shoulders. But you're slowing. Drifting. You look up. Hawk's chute is open. White canopy against the blue sky. He's drifting east. Toward the valley. You're drifting west. Toward the mountains. Just a few hundred meters of separation. The wind decided. Below you, the F-15E impacts the ground. Fireball. Smoke column rising. Your aircraft. Your responsibility. Gone. You're descending into Iran. Hostile territory. No support. No backup. You hit the ground hard. Level 3. The landing. The impact knocks the air out of your lungs. You hit rock and dirt and roll. The parachute drags you a few feet before you manage to release it. You lie there for a second, maybe two. Everything hurts. Ejection is never clean. The rocket seat compresses your spine, discs, vertebrae, joints. You're bleeding, not bad, but enough. Your shoulder throbs. Your back feels like someone took a hammer to it. You force yourself to move. Training kicks in. Don't stay near the landing zone. Parachute is visible. Smoke from the crash is a beacon. Search teams will come. You gather your survival vest. Check your gear. Sidearm, radio, water. First aid kit. The CSEL device clipped to your vest. Combat Survivor Evader Locator. It activated automatically when you ejected. You look around. Mountains, rugged, rocky, no trees, just stone and scrub and endless ridges. In the distance, you hear engines. Your stomach drops. Iranian Revolutionary Guard, already mobilizing. The crash site is less than a mile away. They'll be here in minutes. You start moving. Uphill, away from the smoke. Every step hurts. Your legs feel like concrete. The thin mountain air makes you lightheaded. You don't stop. You climb. Rocks cut into your boots. Your lungs burn. You're gaining elevation fast, too fast. But staying low means getting caught. You climb for hours. Your back screams. Your shoulder is stiff. You're dehydrated, but you keep moving. 5 miles. 7,000 feet of elevation gain. You don't know the numbers yet. You just know it's up. Away. Survival. Finally, you find it. A rock crevice. Narrow, just wide enough to squeeze into. Deep enough to hide. You wedge yourself inside. The rock is cold, sharp, but you're concealed. From here, you can see the valley below. Roads, small villages, and movement. Lots of movement. Vehicles, patrols, search teams spreading outward. You pull deeper into the crevice. Make yourself small. You're hidden. For now, but this is just the beginning. Level 4. The Hunt. You don't know it yet, but Hawk is already safe. He landed in the valley, lower terrain, open ground. U.S. rescue forces reached him within hours. Helicopter extraction, clean, fast. You're in the mountains, alone. Iranian state television is broadcasting the shootdown. You don't see it, but it's happening. News anchors urging civilians to report sightings. Local officials mobilizing search parties. Then the bounty goes out. $60,000 for information leading to your capture. In this part of Iran, that's more money than most people see in a lifetime. Farmers, shepherds, villagers. Anyone could turn you in. Everyone is a threat now. Below you, Revolutionary Guard units are organizing. You can see them through the rocks, trucks on narrow mountain roads, soldiers spreading out from the crash site in search patterns. You hear voices, distant, carried on the wind. Commands, engines revving. Boots on gravel. Your hand moves to your sidearm. Beretta M9, 15 rounds. You know how to use it, but firing it means giving away your position. Your best weapon right now is stillness. You control your breathing, slow, measured, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep your heart rate down. Every instinct in your body is screaming at you to move, to run, to find help. Training tells you the opposite. Motion attracts attention. Noise invites pursuit. Survival depends on becoming invisible. You tuck deeper into the crevice. Secure loose equipment. Check that nothing rattles, nothing reflects light. You wait. Hours pass. The sun moves across the sky. The search teams below are methodical, widening circles, checking valleys, scanning ridgelines. Your water is running low. Your injuries ache. You're cold, exhausted, but you don't move. Because the moment you move, you become visible. And visible means captured. You think about home, about your mom, about whether she knows yet, whether anyone knows. You push the thoughts away. Can't think about that. Not now. Right now, you just have to survive the next hour. Then the next, then the next. Level 5, the signal. Clipped to your survival vest is a device that doesn't look like much. Tan, blocky. About the size of a radio handset? CSL. Combat Survivor Evader Locator. When you ejected, it activated automatically. Started transmitting, not voice. Voice can be intercepted, triangulated, traced. Instead, it sends short encrypted bursts. Pulses of data, location, status, movement. Those signals go up to satellites. Military satellites orbiting 22,000 miles above the Earth. From there, the data gets relayed to command centers, to rescue planners, to people whose entire job is to bring you home. Right now, somewhere in an operations center, hundreds of miles away, someone is looking at a screen. Your screen, a blinking dot. Coordinates accurate to within meters. They know exactly where you are, but so might the Iranians. Every transmission creates a signature, a faint electronic trace. Iranian electronic warfare units scan for unusual signals. If they detect a pattern, they can narrow the search. So you use the CSL sparingly. Short burst, then power down. Wait, minutes. Sometimes an hour, then another burst. It's a calculation. Communicate enough to stay connected. Not enough to get caught. You press the button, hold for 3 seconds, the device vibrates once, transmission sent. Somewhere, someone received it. You power it down, slide it back into your vest, then you wait again. You're not alone. Not really. There are people watching, people planning, people moving assets into position. But right now, in this crevice, it feels like you're the only person on Earth. The sun is setting, temperature dropping. You didn't bring cold weather gear. This was supposed to be a 4-hour mission. You pull your flight suit tighter, tuck your hands under your arms. Night is coming, and with it, a whole new kind of danger. Level 6. The deception. What you don't know is that while you're hiding in the mountains, another battle is being fought. Not with missiles, with information. Somewhere inside Iran, U.S. intelligence officers are spreading a story. It moves quietly, through informants, intermediaries. Whispers pass between low-level security officials. The story says that American forces already found you, that you've been recovered, that a convoy is moving you out of the region right now, heading toward the border. None of it is true, but intelligence operations don't run on truth. They run on belief. Iranian units receive the information. They react. Search teams start shifting focus, away from the mountains, toward the roads, toward checkpoints. Resources get redirected. Patrols change routes. Attention drifts away from your ridge. The deception buys time. Hours. Precious hours. Hours for planners to organize helicopters. Hours for special operations teams to prepare. Hours for surveillance drones to map every road and ridge within 20 miles of your position. Above you, though you can't see them, MQ-9 Reaper drones are circling, high altitude. Thermal sensors scanning the terrain. They're watching the search teams, tracking vehicles, identifying threats, creating a protective bubble around you. On a base you've never heard of, helicopter crews are being briefed. Special operators are checking gear. Loadmasters are calculating fuel and weight. Every piece of the rescue is moving into place. But you don't know any of this. All you know is that it's dark now, cold, your back hurts, you're thirsty, scared. You think about your training, survive, evade, resist, escape. SEER school, 2 weeks in the woods, instructors hunting you, testing you. This is real. No instructors, no safety net. You close your eyes, try to rest, can't sleep. Too cold, too wired. You wait, and somewhere in the night sky, engines are starting. Level 7. The rescue. You hear them before you see them. A sound, faint at first, distant, rhythmic, helicopters. Your heart rate spikes. Could be Iranian, could be US. You don't know yet. The sound gets louder, closer. Rotor blades cutting through the night air, echo off the mountain walls, then you hear it. Your radio, encrypted frequency. Viper 2-1, this is Rescue 1. Do you copy? American voice. Call sign you recognize. You key the mic. Your voice cracks. You haven't spoken in hours. Rescue 1, Viper 2-1. I copy. Viper, stay put. We're coming to you. 60 seconds. You look out from the crevice. Night vision would show you everything. You don't have night vision, just darkness. Then you see them. Shapes, low, fast. Helicopters hugging the terrain. They're not landing in the valley. They're coming up the ridge. Special operations, coming for you. You hear boots running. Tactical movements. Then a voice. Close. Right outside the crevice. Viper 2-1. Here. 2 figures appear. Night vision goggles, rifles. Gear you recognize. Let's go. We're moving. Hands pull you out of the crevice. You try to stand. Your legs don't work right. Too stiff, too cold. They support you, one on each side. Medical kit already out. Quick assessment, checking your spine, your shoulder. Can you walk? Yeah. Good. We're 30 seconds to extract. Stay with us. You move down the ridge, toward the sound of rotors. Your legs feel like they belong to someone else. The helicopter is there. Rotors turning. Door gunner scanning. Crew chief waving you in. You're lifted aboard, strapped in. Hands working fast. Professional, efficient. The helicopter lifts. You're airborne. For the first time in 36 hours, you're not on the ground in Iran, but you're not safe yet. Level 8. The cost. The helicopter lands at a forward operating base. Temporary, established just for this operation. You're moved to a medical tent, examined. Spine x-rays, shoulder checked. IV started, painkillers. You learn later what it took. Heavy transport planes landed earlier to support the rescue. Equipment, fuel, personnel. Some of those planes got stuck on the soft ground, couldn't take off. The decision was made fast. If they can't be recovered, they can't be left behind. Too much classified equipment, too much intelligence value. Explosives were placed, charges set. Before sunrise, controlled detonations. Your rescue cost millions of dollars in destroyed aircraft. You think about that. One pilot, Millions of dollars. They tell you it was worth it. Hawk is okay. Already stateside. He'll recover fully. You will too. Eventually. Spine injuries take time. Months of physical therapy. You'll fly again. Maybe. If the medical board clears you, right now you're just trying to process it. 36 hours. Alone in the mountains. Hunted. A $60,000 bounty on your head. You survived because of a small device on your vest. Because intelligence officers lied convincingly. Because drone operators watched over you. Because helicopter crews flew into hostile airspace in the middle of the night. Because special operators climbed a mountain to pull you out. Because your country decided you were worth it. You close your eyes. You're in a hospital bed now. Safe, clean sheets, air conditioning. But part of you is still in that crevice, listening to the search teams below, waiting for the sound of rotors. That part of you will always be there. You're a pilot. You knew the risks. You accepted them. But knowing the risks and living through them are two very different things. Somewhere in southwestern Iran, wreckage still smolders. Your aircraft, the destroyed transports, evidence of a mission that will never be fully declassified. You think about the 17-year-old kid in Ohio, watching jets overhead, dreaming about flying. You wonder what you'd tell him now. Probably nothing. He wouldn't listen anyway. You made your choice. You'd make it again. But now you know what it costs.